What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, man. Today we're about to go ahead and react to WNBA players making less than NBA water boys after seeing Caitlin Clark's salary. This is crazy, bro. I know y'all seen Caitlin Clark's salary, 4 years, 330 something thousand. Compared to an NBA player's rookie contract, like, yo, it is a huge gap. But let's go and see what this video is talking about, though.
With the first pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, the Indiana Fever select Caitlin Clark, University of Iowa.
It's really a shame, though. I will say that, bro.
Now this is something that
I
cannot wrap my head around. She gets drafted first in the WNBA draft, right?
Yeah.
4 years for $338,000. That is bullshit.
Yeah.
Excuse the cold. I find it a little interesting the amount of people that had no idea how much WNBA players make.
I mean,
yes, it's pathetic. This is Caitlin Clark's rookie contract with the Indiana Fever. She'll be making $76,000 for her first year.
First year, she's making less than six figures. She's making less than six figures actually all 4 years. Bro, Ice Cube offered her about $5 million to go and play in the Big Three, though. But I mean, she declined it, though. It is a little crazy, though, how they paying the WNBA players. I feel like it's definitely going to change once she does get to the league, though, at some certain point. But yeah, bro, looking at the stats or looking at how much they getting paid compared to NBA. But you also got to look at it like this, though. They're like, people don't really watch the WNBA as much as people watch the NBA. Like, let's just be real here. So that's definitely a big factor. But I mean, if more people end up watching and more ticket sales, you know what I'm saying, then it could be a change. But as of right now, yeah, this is what it's looking like.
By year 4. Now the salaries go lower depending on when you're drafted. So if you're a 3rd round pick in the WNBA, you'll be making around $60,000. Now the lowest contract in the NBA is $1.1 million per year.
Yeah.
That's the lowest rookie
per year
salary.
Well,
the highest paid WNBA player makes $242,000 a year.
Damn.
The highest paid NBA player makes $51 million a year. And just to really bring it home, okay, the average salary of a water boy in the NBA is $55,000.
I don't think she's saying it right, though. I might be wrong, but I don't think $51 million a year. I don't believe that's true. I might be wrong, though, but I don't think that's true, though.
You'll be making more as a water boy than you can as a professional athlete.
Yeah, that's a little crazy. I'll say that.
What they need to do is move women's basketball, the WNBA, back to the winter, give it the same amount of airtime as the NBA, promote it just like the NBA, because what we have learned is that people watch women's sports.
Now.
They just need to be able to access it.
All right, guys, so we got to talk about the latest woke meltdown that is happening from the left, more specifically the feminist, which is the meltdown over Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and all of these WNBA players and their salaries, okay? The fact that some of these players are going to be making less than NBA water boys, okay? Because
that's crazy. I will say that, though.
Just quite honestly, it's just not nearly as popular as the NBA, okay?
That's true, though.
They don't bring in as many viewers. They don't sell as many tickets.
Right.
They don't get as many advertising dollars. They're just not as profitable. They're just not as entertaining as
oh my
NBA.
gosh.
It is what it is.
He did not have to say that.
Explains the difference, okay? But to some people, again, people think that this is a problem, right? That this is a societal issue that we actually should be discussing. That something's wrong here, right? Something has to be wrong. That you have such a big gender pay gap, right? This is what they're calling it, okay? The gender pay gap, which we should all know that doesn't exist. That's not a thing. The gender pay gap has been accounted for, okay? The difference between what men and women make are not explained by sexism, right? Discrimination against women.
No, that's true.
By the differences between behaviors of men and women, mainly how much men work versus women, what careers women choose to go into versus men, the differences in experience and education and negotiating ability between men and women. Again, once you account for all of the factors that go into the gender pay gap, is effectively non-existent. Okay, I mean, it's not sexism. It's just that men and women are different, and that's why the pay is different. This is capitalism.
Plain and simple, though, bro. Forget all that what he said. Plain and simple is just like people don't watch the WNBA as much, and like they're not bringing in the advertising dollars. He really should have just stopped there, because now he's just rambling at this point. But I mean, that's honestly the case. What I will say is, though, they're going to be making more money than what their contract is, strictly off of, like brand deals and stuff, which, I mean, it doesn't really make it any right. But again, more people just got to watch the WNBA if they want to make more money, seriously.
One, okay? But you can't tell people who hate capitalism that, right? You can't explain it to them in those terms. They're just not going to get it. They don't care. And again, that's what's happening with this meltdown here from people on mainstream liberal media. This person says, this is so disturbing compared to the men's NBA contracts. Now, what they're talking about here is Angel Reese making $73,000 in 2024, which, hey, I don't think that's bad, right? On a rookie contract for a WNBA player, I think that's pretty damn good, okay? I mean, there's a lot of people in this country that ain't making
Yo, he is a menace.
Caitlin Clark making $76,000. Nicole Hannah-Jones says, honestly, y'all should be embarrassed for even posting this salary. Women deserve better.
Yo, he's bugging.
Left is Caitlin Clark's WNBA rookie salary minus endorsements. Right is the salary for a NBA rookie by overall pick. The 30th pick will still earn more base in a year than the WNBA's number 1 pick. The gender pay gap is very real and more evident in sports. Hashtag equal pay. Again, this looked like simp talk to me, right? So yeah, again, people took to social media to
this bitch going viral.
How much Caitlin Clark makes in the WNBA compared to NBA players. Again, people, their minds are just blown. They can't stand the fact that this is capitalism. This is how it works. And again, of course, you got the mainstream liberal media as well, too. They're reacting to this and essentially saying the same things, okay? That, hey, there's some type of travesty going on here because Caitlin Clark...
But they was never paying them like that in the first place.
Number 1 overall pick in the WNBA.
You can get a real paycheck. And then I saw it, and I was like, this can't be right, because this is what it is. In the first year, Caitlin Clark will earn $76,535. In the second year, Caitlin Clark, the number 1 pick, will earn $78,066. In the third year of her contract, she'll get $85,000, and in the final year she gets $97,000.
Right.
In 4 years, so over $250,000.
This is what the number 1 player, who's now at the WNBA, who's already filling stadiums, and they know it because they're already selling out.
And had better ratings in the Final Four.
Right. And I understand people are going to tell me about math.
We understand
the
math.
WNBA didn't, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I don't care about math now.
Okay, now please.
I don't care about math. Again, it tells you everything you need to know. This is why you can't reason with these people. This is why you can't have lots of conversations with these people. They don't care about the things that actually matter, right? They want to talk about their emotions, okay, what you think, how you feel, but it's not about what you think and how you feel. It's about the facts. The facts are that as of right now, the WNBA is not making nearly as much money as the NBA. Okay, I think that the WNBA maybe pulls $60 million a year, but comparing that to the NBA that pulls $10 billion a year, again, it's not even a comparison. It's not even close.
It's a fat, it's a fat gap with that.
Can the WNBA pay their players the same or even close to NBA players when they're not pulling in nearly as much revenue?
They're not pulling in the bread, though.
It doesn't make sense. And whose fault is that? It is the fault of the left, right? It is the fault of the people that boohoo, whine, and cry and complain the most about the so-called gender pay gap.
Right, you got to go to the games. You got to pay your vest.
I'm not out here boohoo, whining, and crying and demanding that WNBA players get paid more money with funds that don't exist, okay? I'm not trying to ignore math and reality and capitalism. These people are, okay? So you should expect these people to be the ones to show up to the games. I don't need to show up because personally, hey, I'm just not that interested in women's sports. Now, again, I like a good women's boxing.
I'm end up starting to watch it now, though, no cap.
But outside of women's like combat sports, I'm just not that interested in women's sports. Don't get me wrong. Don't mean I won't watch a women's, basketball game, especially, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, like, they're really good, okay? And they're very entertaining to watch, okay? I like the rivalry. I like the drama. And see, this is why I was saying, all these people that were boo-hooing and complaining about the criticism of Angel Reese, basically trying to silence people from criticizing her. I'm like, well, you're doing her a disservice. You're doing her and the women's game a disservice, because you're the same people that boo-hoo, whine, and cry about
them not getting paid.
But you're also telling us that we can't criticize the players the same way that we criticize the men's players. So if that's the case, how the hell are they supposed to get the coverage? How the hell are they supposed to get the attention that would be needed in order for them to get paid more? See, it doesn't make sense, right? They want to get paid as much as men, but they don't want to get criticized like men. That's what blows my mind. But again, what I'm saying is that as somebody that doesn't watch women's sports, I'm not out here demanding that they get paid more, because I just don't think it's that entertaining. Okay, it is what it is. Right? But the people that are demanding,
he's blunt honest. That's crazy.
More, you got to put your money where your mouth is. Okay, you have to show up to the games. You have to buy the merchandise. Okay, you have to watch the games. Okay, because if you do those things, then they will get paid more. Now, I predict that Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, all of these great women's athletes going into the WNBA, I think that it's going to make the game more entertaining. I definitely think that there's going to be an effect where these players will probably end up getting paid more, especially with, I think their TV rights are up. I think they're renegotiating their TV rights. So, yeah, they're going to get paid a lot more money.
And also, I also feel like people going to start to, like the people that really care, that want to see them make more money, you can start expecting to see more people invest into the WNBA. That's another option as well.
Okay. Now, will it be as much as NBA players? Hell no, not even coming close. But they'll get paid more.
Yo, he's bugging.
But again, that's a function of capitalism. That's a function of more people being interested in the sport. Period. It's not about sexism. Okay.
It's not.
It's
though.
not about
it's really
bigotry.
Not.
It's not about hating women. It's simply about capitalism. And if you got a problem with it, then you should watch the sport. Actually, put your money where your mouth is. But they won't, right? They won't. Okay.
They're just gonna keep complaining about it.
The same people that are cool with biological men playing in women's sports, right? This is what they're cool with, because they don't even watch it, right? So to them, it doesn't even matter. But they'll virtue signal about how they should get paid more. Again, it's ridiculous.
I care about what a man who's the #1 draft pick gets paid.
The #1 draft pick in the NBA.
Yes.
A #1 draft pick, first year.
You would tell they don't really know much about sports either.
$10,076,000.
Yeah, that.
By the way, this is like picking at an old scab for many women.
What's happening? What's happening with
right
you?
here?
What's happening?
Sitting for many years next to co-anchors over the years and not knowing what anyone got paid, and then discovering that like you were making like a tiny fraction of what the guy was making next to you. Like,
well, again, who's more important to the programming? Is it a man or is it a woman? Right? Who's bringing in more viewership? Again, there are more components to somebody's salary and what they get paid than
just boy and girl,
man or woman.
Yeah.
How much are they bringing to the table? How much are they contributing to the bottom line?
It'll be the same way, vice versa, if it was the other way around.
I think it's all these old things, and there was something about it. Like I was imagining the little girls with the signs who were filling the stadiums, who were now obsessed with basketball, with signs that say Caitlin, and society, I guess, is saying, well, this is what that's worth right now. That's worth $76,000.
Yeah, and that's not bad. That's not terrible. There are people in this country making $35,000, $40,000,
it's not terrible.
$45,000, $50,000 a year doing a much harder job that has much more benefit to society.
Oh my gosh.
Right? You got people who work real jobs that actually really do help society function. Okay, actually it's core to society and civilization. They don't get paid as much as these athletes get paid.
Yo, he's wilding.
So I don't want to hear and see the tears of people trying to act like these women are victims because they get paid slightly more than the average American. Again, Caitlin Clark making $76,000 a year to play basketball, she should be thankful. Right? I would be thankful, right? You pay me $76,000.
I would be thankful too, I'm not gonna lie.
To play basketball, to play a sport, that's a blessing. Right? That's a blessing. Okay?
And this ain't the only money that's coming in though for her, regardless.
So you get paid $76,000. A lot of people in this country like to get paid $76,000 a year, especially to play a game, to play a child's game. Incredible.
Honestly, the gap is so jarring.
It's jarring.
10 million to 78. It's so jarring, the discrepancy.
Yes.
When we're talking about equal pay, that ain't even close.
I know. And
Yeah, you know it's not even close either? The amount of money the WNBA brings in versus the NBA, right? And that explains it. Again, these people don't want to talk about math, though.
That's
Right?
break,
They're not
though,
focused
bro.
on that. So again, it's all emotion, okay? No
He's
facts
being very blunt,
whatsoever.
but it's true.
Soccer team,
Honestly.
soccer team had to fight. It's just like this. I feel like it's the same story, and I understand it's about the WNBA.
We get it.
Wasn't making a ton of money.
We get
I
it.
understand.
But we also know that
They're
that
about
things are
to.
changing.
Right. This is the moment.
Yes.
And by the way, I think they already know because there's already data that's going to show what's going to happen.
They've already started selling things
they've-
out.
yes, they've
And we
already-
also understand, before you tweet at us, we understand
yeah.
that she will get endorsement deals.
Yeah,
and
we're
not
all that
talking
stuff.
about endorsements.
We're just talking about the baseline paycheck, which is hugely different than the men.
Well, yeah, again, they will end up probably getting paid more. But again, that's because of a function of capitalism, right? It's because they're going to attract more viewership and they'll get paid more. If they continue to do that, who knows? Maybe one day
They're gonna be
they'll
getting
get
paid
as much
more,
as the men.
but
I doubt it.
it is a big gap, though.
Because I don't think that women's basketball will ever be as entertaining as men's basketball. I don't think it will ever have the viewership, but who knows? I mean, I don't know who watches the NBA. I'm shocked that the NBA brings in $10 billion. I'm not sure who's watching NBA. I can't tell you the last time I sat down and watched the whole NBA basketball game. It's been a long time, okay? I'm completely disinterested in the NBA. So, I'm just saying maybe, right? Who knows? Maybe the WNBA can catch up. I highly doubt it. But all this boo-hoo-whining and complaining, pretending that these women are somehow victims because they don't get paid as much as men, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black Minnesota perspective.
Yo, he was very blunt about his response. I mean, but everything he said was honestly true, though. If you're not really making money, women, if you want WNBA players to make more money than the NBA players, and go to the games, buy season tickets, and watch games on TV. Men can't watch all that for you, too, while you watch The Real Housewives. Yo, this is, this is sparking a lot of, feminist outrage, for real. But, hey, man, bottom line is, though, no cap, definitely, if they not making no money as a company, as an organization, how can y'all expect for them to be handing out crazy contracts like the NBA players? It doesn't make sense. You're not thinking logically at that point. But I don't know, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below, bro. We're gonna go to react to some more videos when we can. But until then, it's your boy Caprice the Great, and I'm out. No cap.